Son, where'd you find this?
So you know somebody doesn't respect you. They listen to reply, not to be understood. They cut you off. They minimize what actually matters to you. They laugh at your boundaries, and then they call you sensitive when you try to hold the line. They show up late, they cancel last minute, forget the things you've told them, because in their world, your time, your energy, even your voice aren't a priority. They're just an option. You see, there are two kinds of people. Those who adjust when they realize they've actually hurt you, and those who expect you to adjust so they don't have to change. You don't need to be disrespected loudly to be disrespected deeply. Sometimes you'll see it. It's just in their tone, in their patterns, in the silence after you're known. Respect isn't what they say when they're watching. It's how they act when they think you'll tolerate it.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Happy Saturday. Peace, blessings, glory, praise, and honors for Most High. Shout out to my poets, writers, content creators, to the new followers. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your love, for your support, for your patience, for your peace, for your interactions. You see the title. Yeah, we're gonna talk. Yeah, it might get a little dark. Y'all know about this Chud the Builder situation. A bunch of mixed reactions. I got something that I want to play for y'all here in a second. We're going to peel the layers back. No biases. Straight cut. Just raw. Straight to the point. I'm going to try my best to remain as neutral as possible in this. I don't know if you're familiar with Myron Gaines. I don't know if you've watched Fresh and Fit. I've had many conversations up here prior about him, but it's only as of recent that I've been seeing him more in certain conversations surrounding Chud the Builder, white supremacist, and his very volatile opinion on the Black culture, on, well, parts of it at least. So this is like a 4-minute clip. I'm gonna let him get all his bars off, because before we get to talking, I want y'all to hear it in its entirety. It's on the internet. I have nothing to do with none of the words that come out of his mouth. I'm not going to crucify him. I'm definitely going to dissect this as much as I possibly can. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Do me a solid, though. Like, share, repost, hype the video. Let the people know that we are live this evening. I will definitely be chopping this up at some point this evening. I got 6 rings in the studio. I'm waiting for him to cam and mic up. In the meantime, in between time, let me say this, because I'm not going to play the clip yet. I want to wait until he's actually on his screen. before I play that clip, I want to give my opening segue thoughts, so to speak, on this, because I feel like it's important that before like we start peeling layers back, we have some groundwork with this. Whether or not you believe Myron Gaines is a racist or not, what I will always appreciate about his content is that whether he's rage baiting, clip farming, there are certain talking points that he brings up that make sense. There's just some things that he says that is absolutely 100% correct. But, you know, what comes with that, you're not going to agree with everything that the man say. You're just not. And, I mean, that's the same with anybody that you watch on social media in general. That's the beauty of having variety and open dialogue, right? Because I can listen to you, vice versa, and we can share different points of contact, and maybe we can find mutual ground, you know what I'm saying? So this is going to be an interesting one. I really want to hear what this brother has to say about it. I'm about to pull him up on the screen so we can get this show started. I want y'all to listen up very close. Hear every word that he says, because it's one of those. What's up? Let me know if you hear me. We good? Sound good? Let me know.
Yeah, I can hear you. Could you hear me?
All right, we solid. We solid.
All right, what's going on with you, man? It's Saturday, man, you know?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, man.
I just wanted to check on you, man. I know this is a big topic for you, and I know you was about to play the clip. I didn't want to hold you back, man. So you could have played the clip. It's all right.
I want to make sure you hear, because
I've been here, but you could have played the clip. But I'm here now. It's Saturday. This is the main event. So let's play that clip so we can jump on it.
The builder is saying and doing what a lot of people in America wish they can fucking do. That's tough. I get it. Some of y'all niggas don't like to hear that. Some of you guys are mad about that. But there's a fucking reason why he's had a meteoric fucking rise over the past year. People are tired of fucking niggas, bro. Do I gotta be the one to fucking say it? We're tired of you fucking chimpanzee, orangutan, ape, retard motherfuckers. We're tired of y'all, man. No one wants to live around y'all. No one wants to go to Atlanta. No one wants to get on Spirit Airlines. No one wants to get on any budget airline and deal with you motherfuckers. Nobody wants to go into a fucking gas station where they say we accept EBT and SNAP. Nobody wants to date black women because they're fat and loud. The average black woman's 187 fucking pounds. Like, do I gotta fucking spell it out for you dumbass niggas because you can't fucking read? A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Nobody wants to be around you monkeys. Sorry. And honestly, if you get offended too fucking bad, you're probably the fucking monkey. Because I'll tell you this, the black people that are intelligent that aren't fucking retards aren't going to be offended by what I'm saying. They know what I'm saying is true. There's a reason why dark Dominican niggas sit there and say, I know black, Bobby. There's a reason why dark fucking Puerto Rican niggas, even though they're retarded too. I know black, Bobby. There's a reason why African niggas say, I know black. You guys have a bad fucking reputation. You guys have bad stereotypes that follow you. And unfortunately, a lot of you niggas adhere to the stereotypes. Whether it's Waka Flocka fucking tripping out over fucking Jake Paul agreeing that there's a problem or he wants to be able to do blackface because Drewski can openly do white face. There's a clear double standard in America that people are fucking tired of. We're tired of tiptoeing around black issues because you stupid monkeys want to be the only ones to be able to criticize. You can't talk about this because you ain't black. You ain't one of us, so you can't criticize. Get the fuck out of here with that retarded shit. Get the fuck out of here with that. Do I gotta be a mathematician to say 1 + 1 is 2? Do I gotta be a fucking scientist to say water is wet? Fucking retarded. You can't talk about us because you ain't black. Shut the fuck up. That's precisely why y'all niggas are backwards and retarded, because you rely upon other black niggas to criticize black niggas. And even if someone like me, who comes from the land of the blacks, aka Sudan, you stupid ass monkeys will sit there and say, well, you ain't Cloudfly, you a tether, you from Africa. It's like nobody can fucking criticize y'all niggas. And we're tired of it, bro. We're tired of it. I gotta be the fucking bad guy to say what it is. Chud the Builder's popular because everyone has black fucking exhaustion. Okay? Whether it's Hispanic niggas, white niggas, Arab niggas, even other black niggas. We're tired of you fucking monkeys. I've already done a whole fucking thing on my chat and my supporters. Do you guys know that even though I'm a fucking racist like you faggots try to say, almost 1/3 of my fucking audience is black? Trust me, there's lots of rational niggas out there that realize that you motherfuckers are out of control. You guys are fucking out of control. And we're tired of y'all niggas. It's not a mistake that Chud the Builder has risen in prominence and become popular. It's not a mistake that people like Nick Fuentes are becoming popular. It's not a mistake that clips of Jared Taylor demolishing dumbass Tariq Nasheed during debate are becoming popular. Niggas are tired of niggas. And when I say niggas, I mean all of us. Whether black, white, Indian, whatever, Asian, we're all tired of you motherfuckers, bro. You niggas are retarded. We're trying not to fucking bite our tongue around fucking blacks being fucking idiots. Tripping out, acting like fucking retards. Losing their minds over a fucking word. Why is it? I could go right now to fucking somewhere in South Dakota, North Dakota, all white people. I could yell at the top of my lungs with a megaphone. You guys are all a bunch of crackers. I could walk around and antagonize white people all day. Cracker, 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 cracker. I don't have to worry about shit. But why is it that a Chud the Builder says nigger, 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 he's got to worry about getting shot? Think about that for a second. You stupid fucking retarded monkeys. I can go to a white neighborhood, yell cracker, crack, cracker on a fucking megaphone, and I will be safe. Probably nothing will happen to me. But if Chud goes to the fucking hood, nigger, 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 he's gonna get shot. That's a fucking problem with the blacks. That's a fucking problem with the blacks. And I don't want to know nothing about slavery, civil rights, the word's history. Shut the fuck up. None of y'all niggas were alive. Shut the fuck up. None of y'all niggas got hit with a fire hose. None of y'all niggas was there for a Malcolm X speech. Shut the fuck up, faggots. So fucking retarded. Well, you know, you gotta understand the history of the word is really bad. It's slavery and Jim Crow and whatever. Shut the fuck up. Half you niggas don't even know how to spell Jim Crow. Half you motherfuckers can't even spell history. A lot of you niggas can't even read one page from Alex Haney's book, The Autobiography of Malcolm X. You niggas want to sit here and talk about black history. Shut the fuck up, faggot. Shut the fuck up. Niggas are so dumb. Half the people that get mad about this shit can't even read. Give these dumbass niggas a book. Hey, read one page from Malcolm X. Bro, read one page or else you fucking lose your life. Oh, shit. Bro, get out of here. Get out of here with that, man. There's a reason why this content is popular right now. It's popular because niggas are tired of niggas, bro. It is what it is. Like, if you want to get mad about it, you want to cry, you want to say America's racist, this is so fucked up, Myron's a tether, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? None of you the builder is saying and
I came across that video a couple days ago after I seen Myron had a conversation with somebody on YouTube, or a white guy who was pretty much telling Mr. Gaines that we don't need you over here. We don't want you over here. We appreciate your opinions and thank you, but sorry, sir. We, the congregation, we reject your card. Chud the Builder is one of those gentlemen, if you haven't heard, that made a lifestyle off of trolling black people, antagonizing them, going out of his way to intentionally trigger black men and women by inviting them to possibly do harm to him. And it caught up to him. He's currently facing some serious charges. The media has been going on a whole just outpour of good for him, he deserves it, to, well, I think he really does, he did what he was supposed to do. And here comes Mr. Gaines, who has openly and vocally expressed how he felt about the black culture, or at least parts of it. That is where we are. So your initial thoughts on the clip, anything that you took from it, how do you feel?
Well, my initial thoughts is, one, I didn't really expect to be hearing them that long that we heard them. I mean, it was longer than what I expect. Two, I really don't. This one kind of got me off guard a little bit, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Uh, and three, he just sound like he's, you know, obnoxious. A little bit. Sound like he's a little obnoxious and trying to make a living off antagonizing people is lame. It's lame. I mean, yeah, yeah, that was a bit too much to be. Yeah, so that's all I got right now.
For somebody who always got a lot to say about some shit, you real selective this time. I got you. I know you wasn't. Told you to check the link out. I prepared you. You wasn't coming into this blindfolded, my nigga. Myron Gaines talks about red pill content. He talks about relationships. He talks about dating advice. If you know who Fresh and Fit is, you know how he get down. That is how he typically articulate himself on a regular basis. So much so that he got demonetized and kicked off of YouTube. He still does his runs, and he still sits down and talks to different people from different canvases and things like that. But listening to him speak, you can see why YouTube kicked him off the platform. My question to you, the general public, is: do you agree, disagree with anything that he said out of his mouth? Do you agree or disagree with anything he said about Chud the Builder? Do you agree or disagree with what he said about that subgroup of Black culture, the way he described it, the way he spoke about the women and the men, and is Black fatigue everywhere? Is he lying? Is anything that he said within this about rage baiting, trying to fit in with white supremacists and that culture? He's trying to get invited to the barbecue. Talk to me. I want to hear your honest opinion.
I mean, I can compare his ass to Charleston White. Charleston White talk about Black culture all the time, but he don't talk about it the way he just did. I can probably agree on one part, you know what I'm saying, but it's just how he worded it that probably people would disagree. But yeah, people do get tired of people. People get tired of people. I know it. I know the hell I do. I don't care if you Black, white, Chinese, purple. Hell, I get tired of anybody that pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gotta be, a certain color. I just look at it as just the person, the people that you is. And if me and you ain't vibing, then yeah, I'm gonna have an issue with that. I'm not gonna narrow it down to one particular race, you know, even though we all races, can piss you off. Now, I am going to address the word nigga, like, what I'm saying? Come on. Puerto Rican, look what he said, Puerto Rican nigga. Like, come on, man. And then he want to know why is the word offensive? I mean, shoot, you can go 400 years ago and 500 years if you want to do that when people, like you said, people wasn't around, but the the definition of the word and all of that is degrading, so that's why you get a reaction. It's just a disrespectful word. So I mean, that's how I look at that word, like it's disrespectful. And when it's getting received, I'm gonna say when you on the receiving end of it, and how it's put to you, yeah, I think that can stir up some conflict that way, because you can say the same word and everything all right. So I really think it's how you address that word will probably save your ass or not. You know what I mean?
I think Myron Gaines has a lot of demons. I think Myron Gaines is a master marketer. I think Myron Gaines has figured out a way to coin the algorithm. He uses keywords to trigger people. Now, for me personally, words should never offend you, but the power of the tongue creates life and death. So take that with a grain of salt. You can say certain things and create chaos from it, or you can create healing from it. Myron doesn't put a lot of stock or faith in religion or spirituality. As far as what he said, he's asking, or he's basically making the statement that as a community, Black people have an issue with being cornered or called out for certain, or for better words, they don't want to be highlighted for their negative characteristics, but they don't have an issue with creating them or being a part of them or getting online or having conversations at the barbershop about everybody else. Essentially putting the blame and pointing the finger at white people and Asians and all of these other backgrounds for their misfortunes, their struggles. He's saying, from what I'm hearing, why should we be quiet if what you're doing is a problem? And my thing is, why should anybody be quiet about a problem in general? I don't care if you were Indian. If you out here moving reckless, you raping and snatching up kids and doing all this mischievous shit, why would I not have something to say about that? That's absolutely asinine. Well, what you're trying to insinuate is that as a Black culture, nobody else has a right to speak on what's going on in that culture because that's just exclusive to you. And I always thought, like, at least with me, that part of the discussion is non and void. You can't tell somebody who grew up around you that what's going on around them is not their business. I disagree with his terminology. I disagree with his use of certain words. I think it's very childish to be an adult who has worked in the law enforcement for someone who has essentially grossed a lump sum of cash and wealth from using these platforms. I think it's very egregious as an adult reaching hundreds and thousands of people to use that type of terminology to get your point across. But I respect that he has the courage to say certain things that a lot of people won't say. However, a part of me listens to it and really truly wonders, all right, bro, are you really racist? Are you really trying to reach a different demographic? You trying to sit with Donald Trump and all? Is that where you trying to find your place in this world? I yield the mic.
Yeah, man, it's a crazy world. It is. It's a crazy world. My thing on his takes, his uh his takes is a little bit senseless, a little bit, because one, you're not black. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for somebody to receive his comments, you know, direct that way when you don't really know about the culture or you haven't experienced what the culture is all about. So I mean, on that level, I see why he'll get a little pushback. What would he be saying? I mean, even if he, hitting on some points, I compared it to Charleston White because Charleston White be saying some ridiculous shit. Some shit he be saying be off the chain, but then some shit he be saying that be on point. But the difference between him and I'm gonna say Charleston White is that Charleston White, I can say that you when you hear him talk and speak on certain things with the black culture, you can honestly say, well, damn, he been there and done that. I don't get that vibe with him with his delivery. His delivery is not what's up. I mean, you can be making a lot of damn sense, but your delivery ain't gonna get you far in the conversation when you're not relatable. You know what I'm saying? He don't know what it's like to be on that glue trap. He coming from a whole different background. You know what I'm saying? And then it ain't like what he's saying, kept saying the N-word. It ain't like he going around, or us going around saying honky this, honky that. But the breakdown, I'm gonna just break down the culture itself, the black culture. Um, to his point, because he did say you get tired of these niggas, and yeah, you do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you of course you get tired of niggas in this way though, like somebody that started off wrong and won't change, you know, and somebody that's trying to turn around, make the 360 and change their life, but you still seeing niggas being niggas, like we talked about in the last stream last week with the man that got shot out the door. That culture. And my thing is, if you changing, you know what I'm saying? You want to see your brother change. You want to see the brothers change their life, and then that, to me, you can get tired of that, seeing the same shit, the same results in the black community, and it's frustrating to see that. See people going to jail. We talk about the statistics all the time. Um, Single parent family homes, uh, growing up emotional, like you described my man in that store and showed his fake gun. I mean, come on. When you look at the numbers, it's gonna relate more to that side, that culture, than what the fuck he be talking about. It's gonna relate more to that. It's more relatable. And black people should be, yeah, I'm gonna say black people should be embarrassed of people still being niggas. I'm gonna say that since we're gonna talk about the word and all of that. We using that N word. Let's go in because it's an ignorant ass word. It's ignorant. But we're not gonna sit up here and listen to his take and stereotype all black people that way. No, we're not. That's part didn't make no damn sense what he said. You can't say everybody like that. And then the problem with him is that if you can't if you can't differentiate the two, then you need to shut the fuck up. You shouldn't even have made the comments you made, because if you can't tell me the difference between a black person and a nigga, you don't know what the hell you talking about. You shouldn't say the word, my nigga this, all that. You shouldn't say the word if you don't know if somebody doing some ignorant shit. So if you can't relate, that's how I look at it. If you can't relate to that culture and understand the difference between it's a difference between the two, whether what color skin you got, then yeah, you out of bounds. Even making the comment.
To be honest with you, I don't. There's to a certain degree, you should be able to relate to another person, but it's more or less having respect for them, having respect for the culture itself. It's not necessarily your DNA directly connects you to that heritage specifically. It's just you can empathize to a certain extent, take that information, and then utilize it in a way where it shows other people, well, hey, look, I didn't have your lifestyle or your upbringing, but I understand what that must feel like to a certain extent. So because I can understand it, I can better utilize or vocalize myself in a way that doesn't gaslight or add fuel to the fire, when what we're really trying to do is douse it out and create a healthier playing field for us moving forward. Now, if you are a black person that grew up in a white suburban area, does that stop you from being relatable to the black culture? Does that stop you from being able to be inclusive in what's going on in that community of Caucasian people? Just because you were born and raised around white people, does that exclude you from being included in their proms, their gatherings, their hunting trips, fishing trips, their galas? Does that mean that you ain't black because if you grew up around white people and you try to go around us, does that mean that you're not welcome over here? I don't see it like that. I believe everybody is supposed to be able to relate and empathize to a certain extent and remove these barriers that we have up that says, well, you stay on this side, you stay on this side, and we all just want to mind our business. He did say that the ones who don't get offended by what I'm saying, they know the difference, which is true. There are niggas and then there are black men and black women, two different categories. And you seen in that video that you sent me earlier exactly what I'm talking about. And like what Chud the Builder did was he took the ignorance and the hatred that was built up off of false ideologies that was being indoctrinated. He used it, capitalized off of it, and made money basically off of a bunch of human beings out here that have a disproportionate understanding of this is more than about black people doing stupid shit. This is about humans doing stupid shit. How do we address it? But no, we separate everybody and lump folks into one category when really it's Chinese people, Spanish people, white people, all of these different backgrounds are out here doing the most heinous shit that you could ever imagine. Some more than others. White people commit more murders than black people by far. Look at the wars. All you gotta do is go to the wars. World War One, the Boston Tea Party. We can go down the whole list. Those wars are responsible because of white people. But see, nobody talks about that. He doesn't even talk about shit like that. So that's why I'm like, all right, bro. I get the N word. I don't like using it because we need to speak more highly of ourselves. I get sick and tired of us using words like bitch and nigga and just like, come on. But whose side are you really on? Like when you had these conversations, bro, are you trying to solve a problem or are you trying to create more problems because you just want the visibility and the views? Are you?
Yeah, man. He just, I mean, like, like to your point, he probably was saying some real stuff, couple information he was trying to drop, but I'm gonna go back to that delivery. It was his delivery that was pathetic, man, and you're not gonna really reach a lot of ears doing it that way with that style. Um, you're gonna, you know, you're gonna get a reaction that you might not be looking for. Now, yeah, he was talking about different. He was trying to throw different races in there, but it seemed like he made black people eat the whole meal ticket, and then sprinkled a little bit of Chinese and Spanish in that shit. Yeah, I mean the shit sounded real blunt and blatant, and like he was straight pointing fingers. He never used another race when he said uh getting on airplanes. You don't want to be sitting by a black person. Kurt called us monkeys and all that. Like, come on, where's the other race with that? You know, my thing is you gotta be you don't have to grow up black or come from the ghetto to have some respect. It only comes down to how you see the world, and the way he see the world is not how people that's not offended. I'm gonna say people that won't take his shit offensive see the world. Okay, you gotta see the world, and if you see the world like that, then you're gonna be judged for that shit. That's just how I look at it. Everybody brings something special to the world. Going back to your point with the culture, going back to the black culture, should we not accept a black person if he's from the suburbs? I mean, no, I don't think we should turn him away, but you know just like I know, anybody's black from the suburbs and you didn't come up that way, you are gonna look at that motherfucker like he lived a different life than you, even if he is black. That's just what it is, you know, for the culture. He lived a different life than you, meaning he's not gonna understand, you know, street code and what I'm saying, hood survival. He don't understand none of that. But you can take a white person and put him in the hood, and based off his survival skills, you know, it ain't gonna be no race thing. You see what I'm saying? Because he's more relatable because he was in that environment. He was in that environment with you, so he already see it. But but this is where you draw the line for both scenarios. Whether you got a black person in the suburbs, whether you got a white person in the ghetto, the scenarios are still going to be different because once again, it's how you see the world, how you see the picture. So basically, what I'm saying is that black person is in the suburbs. He's not gonna totally be accepted like he's one of the white kids in the suburbs. It's not gonna happen. Same thing with that white person in the hood. It's not gonna happen because the rules is different, the views is different. You're gonna look at him you're gonna probably give him a little more grace than you would the other side in that culture. You're gonna get him a little more grace. That black person in the suburbs, shit, at the end of the day, he can do everything right. But when it get down to the nitty gritty, the one knock you got on him is that he not white. We've been through this before. We talked about the case. I think they talking about it now. They doing it now with the Carmelo Anthony case and Austin Metcalf. Case in point right there. That's a perfect example. They both, had a nice background, two-parent households and all of that. But from last I heard, the whole jury, ain't no black person in the jury. It's all white people. Could you honestly say if the shoe was on the other foot, if you reverse that, will we have some black people in the jury? You can't say that. You can't say that with a confident mindset. You can't say that. So with that being said, it don't matter where you place somebody, it's how you see them. It's how you see them. That's the only way this works. And what he was saying in that damn video for that annoying ass video for about 3 or 4 minutes that you let play is how he sees shit. And it ain't like how everybody else see it. You see what I'm saying? So it's all opinionated, bro. It's all opinionated. And no, I think it was the way it sounded, it did sound like more of a shot towards one race to me. It sounded like more of a shot to one race. He ain't really described what the fuck, you know, other races details of what they be doing. He didn't say none of that. He just dumped everything on one race and sprinkled everybody and made everybody a part of that. But everybody's different. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's different. Everybody got a different culture, bro. So I mean, yeah, you might didn't grow up the same way as somebody or came from the same background, but damn, you know what I'm saying? Have some understanding and respect. And I think that's what it comes back to, that N word. Because when you keep using that N word, that's where it get fucked. You're not looking at me like you see what I'm saying? You're not looking at me like I'm good like you assume you good. You looking at me like, with that word, you see what I'm saying? That I'm about to cause some friction or some trouble. I'm gonna come in the store like them YNs I showed you earlier. It's not like that. And that's called bad judgment, bro. You got it.
Yeah, I stopped listening to him a long time ago. I stopped listening to a lot of people a long time ago just off of the strength that when the folks get up in front of the camera, they turn the lights on, they hit their music, and they have their fancy microphones and their special guests. The conversations be so one-sided and biased. It's like, how could anybody listen to that shit unless it's just designed that way? You intentionally do it so that you can trigger your audience to get an emotion or some type of reaction that stimulates the algorithm, and it works. It definitely works. I guess the ultimate question is, what do we do with Myron? Is he racist? Is he someone who is doing everything in his power to get Trump's wood all up in his throat, because he seemed like he's one of them dudes, man, that grift and grift and grift. He'll go from trying to help men, save them from the hypergamous nature of women, to going down this road of these chimps and monkeys and this, that, and the third, and he don't care. I think the brother is broken. I think the brother has been extremely scarred in life. The mere fact that even the white people that he's interacted with been dumping on him tells me all that I need to know. Because for me, when I talk about any subject, I don't pick sides. I love all people equally. If you are a criminal, take your ass to jail. If you out here spreading diseases, your nasty ass need to go to jail. You shouldn't be procreating. If you walking around with a white hood over your head and you lynching and hanging black people, you need to be held accountable. If you're a crooked cop, you need to be held accountable. Hell, there's a video I supposed to did a stream on it. An Asian woman stepped down from her position in the U.S. because she admitted that she was a fucking Japanese spy. Yet nobody's talking about that. He didn't even highlight that. But everybody wants to play this, it's us against them. Well, guess what? Who are you actually targeting? Are you targeting the ones who is creating the issues, or are you lumping everybody in the same boat? Chud the Builder made thousands of dollars off of trying to humiliate black people. Myron Gaines made thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars off of giving bullshit advice to broken men about women, trolling women, trolling men. A lot of these platforms do this shit, but none of them have these conversations where it's neutral, everybody is being fair, and really breaking down and peeling the layers back so we can get some real understanding about what we're actually doing here. He's probably one of the biggest grifters on social media. If you let him tell it, it's all our fault. Everything that's happening is our fault. And I agree, there are differences. When I watched that video you sent me, it made me sick to my stomach. I got people arguing right now over that clip, because I did a short reaction to the shit on IG. I hate that. But I know it's not every black person raising their kids like that. I know every black family is not being uprooted like that. Myron will bring black women on his show. He mentioned Waka Flocka. Waka Flocka walked off of his show because the nigga Myron was calling black women out their name, calling them bitches and all that. Waka got up and left. He had words for him, but nigga, you invited him on your show. You brought him on it. And then you work with racist people. Nick Fuentes is one of them folks that if I ever had a chance to have a conversation with him, it would definitely not go the way that social media would expect it to, because we don't do biases over here. His whole platform is bait. His whole platform troll people. That's why they got kicked off for YouTube. If you're going to address issues, address them accordingly. All the extra slanderous words and all that. It's like you doing it putting on a performance so that you get the thumbs up. Like, you did a good job. Congratulations. Now you can come sit and eat with us at the White House. Now you can join us on Epstein Island. Now you can come over here to Pizzagate with us. But I digress. Chud the Builder is a piece of shit. Anybody like him who makes content up here specifically to go around in various neighborhoods to pick and fuck around with black people just for entertainment, I think you're childish. You need to grow the fuck up. Yeah.
Good, bro.
I'm good. I'm good.
This
I
a
just
this a
had.
this a this a lot of info, man, on somebody though. It's a lot
I
of
used to.
info.
I used to watch Fresh and Fit before I really started to see who he was. You know what I'm saying? And then I backed off of that. I ain't been over there since.
Right. So let me ask you a question. When it comes to this topic here with my man's video and all that. Um, when you hear the word racist, because we you got some people calling this guy racist and all this stuff here, and all I'm gonna say on that note, when you hear the word racist, who's more likely, you know, to come across? Who more likely you'll come across as being racist? Is it white people or black people?
The obvious answer is going to be white people.
Okay, so if they the ones that come across more as racist, it's going back to how they see the world, how they see the world. You know what I'm saying? If they see it that way, then that's what they're going to get. They're going to get the issues that go with viewing it everywhere. Um, it comes back to respect, bro. I mean, it's just going to get down to the meat and potatoes of this thing. You can't change who you are right now. You here on this earth, and it comes down to the word respect, bro. If you're not getting your respect, I don't give a damn what color you are. It's gonna be a drawing point where that's gonna have to be established before we move on. You see what I'm saying? So we can point at all the colors in the rainbow. It ain't gonna change. So with that being said, going back to the video, going back to what you said with that video with them youngins coming in there doing what they did, and the video that we talked about last week. Everybody don't raise they child to be out of control and hood gangster, a problem in society and all of that. But you just said most of the people that had the issues are white. So if they view that way, then that's what they're gonna assume. Like the young boy that you did that was accused of taking the water and they ran him and shot him in the back. Uh, he came from a good family. You see what I'm saying? So you once again, if you can't going back to his comments and his videos from the top, if you can't really differentiate the two, then why speak on the word itself? Why make a comment on that word? Because there's so many cases where that word is became mistaken for everybody, and that's the problem that we have. That word is not for every black person. Sorry, you might be afraid or whatever, like how we talked about with that man in that store, and he took his chance and shot him. Yeah, You see what I'm saying? He took his chance and pulled that strap out and did his due. And yeah, but it's cases where that's not the case. But we're getting the assumption, the stereotype, because we always talk about the stereotype. We get the stereotype that that is the case. Why is Austin Metcalf's case got an all white jury? Why is that? I mean, it's a
Well,
lot. It's a lot to unpack. You say peel the layers back, man. That was set up. It's 2026. They set that jury up like it's in the 40s. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot. A lot of time has been changed since then. We're not living in the time where you got my man that lost his life for whistling to a white woman. We ain't living in the 50s no more. You see what I'm saying? Now, have it went the other way, will we have the same result? See?
well, Rick Child, his case had black people in the jury. The judge was a black judge too. So I mean, the
It's
the
not
justice system is flawed all together, man. You really don't know. You gotta be lucky as hell to get or be put in the right place at the right time when it comes to that
it's
shit.
and it's not, and look, it's not even enough. And then going back to this video that you played with my man speaking reckless out his mouth, using that N-word all over the place. You can talk about them two kids under that tent. You see what I'm saying? They not looking at the backgrounds. They both played ball and they got into their lives and how they was raised. They not looking at that shit. They looking at one thing and one thing only. And that's why I said what I said earlier with the hood and the suburbs situation. That shit don't matter. When it comes down to the nitty and the gritty, that's how it go down. It can come down to the only stain on your name is that you're this way and they not. See what I'm saying? You can't help that though. The man got straight A's and all that. That they don't give a fuck about none of that. They don't care. I wasn't never on drugs. I tried to. They don't give a fuck about how all that went for you. They only looking at one thing, like this shit right here, and that disqualifies your background or how you came up or where you from and had these grades or this teacher or I try to keep my nose clean. I try to do everything the right way. When it get down to that nick, that inch, it's you lose that inch. You losing. And it'll be a miracle, but until I see it, you know, I'm gonna say the same thing I said last year when we first went over that. They gonna fry that boy. It's harder to get that over that way. It's not gonna go over that way. It's not gonna be understood what he said. So we'll see. But that's pretty much what your man was saying on that video. You know, tired of this, tired of that. But shoot, we tired of him. See what I'm saying? We tired of that motherfucker. He's saying what he tired of. Why can't somebody say what they tired of?
Say that.
So I'm tired of him not
Tell
giving
me
a. I'm
you
tired of
did
him not
not
giving a better damn
just say
analogy.
that.
I'm tired of that. How come you can't talk about everybody else better? Why you can't do that? Why you can't put respect on people's culture? Because you didn't live it. You don't understand it. So it's easier to maneuver on something that you don't have no understanding of, and you never had to live that life. So I don't respect it. So I'm gonna shit on it, and I'm gonna say all this bullshit about them because it ain't like I have to deal with it. Lack of respect, the way you see the world. See what I'm saying? But if somebody come up to him and he tastes the rainbows and they smack the shit out of him, then you see what I'm saying? Then he's seeing stars. You see what I'm saying? Now you don't have to guess. You know the difference now. There's no more guessing. People gotta pay attention, man.
I don't. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't find because I don't know, bro. Are you saying that in order for a person to have compassion for ratchetness, they would first have to be ratchet in order to appreciate or respect ratchetness?
No, I'm not. What I'm saying is he didn't come from that culture, so he don't know how to differentiate. It's you can point at something and say it's fucked up, but you can't say, oh, they only fucked up. You see the difference? You can't do that. You can't just take one experience and say, oh, they all like this. No, that's called stereotype. You can't just say they all nicks because of one person was a nick. That's not cool, bro. That's the type of stuff that lets you know that he don't understand the culture and he don't understand the difference within the culture. When you make statements like that, you haven't done your homework enough. You let one bad apple, they say one bad apple ruin a bunch, but you're not looking at, or you're not experiencing all the other fruit. Try another fruit.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I think a part of him is racist, though. I do think that. I think he targets. I think he capitalized off of this Chud the Builder shit. In any case that's involving a white black situation, he's on that because it's trending. Um, but if you're telling me that you respect me more because I speak on the black culture, or matter of fact, what? All right, I'm gonna say this and then we can close out because I know this can go on way longer. Let's say I decided to speak on the Asian culture. Would I be wrong for that? Would I be qualified to do it? Does my opinion or my perspective mean less because I'm not Asian?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's not one sided. This is not a one sided coin here. You know, I really feel like they would know more about their culture than the opposite race, but it doesn't matter. Well, you should know more about your culture than any culture, but it ultimately leads to how you think and how you see the world, and it comes down to that word respect. You don't have to understand the ins and out to give somebody, the respect, because you want respect in return. You see what I'm saying? So people never been to Japan, but they are interested in the culture. They show respect to the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they're interested. You see what I'm saying? They go to Africa. People go to visit Africa. Never been like that. Like, come on. Just because you not exactly the same, and you find out that everything around you is different, that don't mean you disrespect it because it's different from you. You could respect something that's different than you. It just come back to that, man.
I'm gonna have to spin the block back on that one at another date. This was a good topic though. I needed to address that because people are easily influenced, and you really don't know who you're listening to until it's too late sometimes. But good show. I appreciate you for pulling up. Uh,
For sure, for
comment
sure.
comment section, man. Y'all do y'all thing. What y'all think about this whole situation? Is he a suck up? Is he a sellout? Is he trying to fit in somewhere where he's not even wanted? Did he have bad experiences with black women or something? Like, what's the deal with him? How do y'all feel about the Chud the Builder case? How you feel? We're gonna do a show on the Carmelo Anthony Metcalf. We're gonna run that one back at some point too.
Yeah, because they didn't change the whole jury on him, man.
Yeah, we gonna lock in again for that one, but
That joint got 1950 vibes on it.
we about to get up out of here though. Y'all stay tuned. Do me a solid before y'all go.
What's the goddamn button?
See y'all next week, Lord willing.
5 time. Super Bowl.